Welcome to the new installment of the unfortunate ongoing series, Fans Ruin Everything. I say unfortunate and ongoing because I highly doubt this will be the only time this ever happens. Sleep Token have been doxxed. For those of you who are not aware, Sleep Token is an anonymous identity type band. They perform under masks and have different names and identities, the singer being Vessel, definitely a band shrouded in mystery by design. Well, that's not enough for some psychotic fans or trolls who want to put the actual information these people live by up for everyone. Birth certificates, street addresses, Twitch accounts. You're trying to dox someone's Twitch account, you're a nerd. You're putting all that online just so that way you can show everyone you found who Sleep Token is, one of the identities. That's pretty stupid. Vessel 2, 3, and 4 have been performing for a few years now that the lineup is a little more solid, and after last year's amazing success with Take Me Back to Eden being the most streamed metal album of the year, and the mass performances including performing at Wembley, I can't say enough good things about the success that Sleep Token have had in 2023. They have had so much success, they now have a serious group of haters. That's how you know you've made it. 3, band member of Sleep Token, has had his birth certificate, home address, all put online. And as a result, Sleep Token has wiped their entire Instagram and social media accounts, and 3 has deleted his personal accounts. He was doxxed hard. And he was just a musician who wanted to keep his identity secret for the sake of the band. This leads to a big mess of what happens next. A lot of people are panicking about what's going to happen for Sleep Token in 2024. They had Red Rocks planned, they had Radio City Music Hall planned, they had festival performances, they had another UK performance planned for 2024. I don't see all that going away. A lot of people were in panic mode, and rightly so. I'm not calling anyone out for thinking the worst in a terrible situation. I don't think anything's going to happen. I don't think they're going away or calling it a day. However, Sleep Token are taking big steps to get in front of this nightmare that was just thrown upon them. On Instagram, Sleep Token have completely removed all posts with the words, "Nothing lasts forever." Sometimes they're cryptic, sometimes the messages hit a little harder considering what we know now. I don't think Nothing Lasts Forever means the band is done after one of the members being doxxed. I do, however, feel that they'll have to make some changes. For starters, what does Sleep Token and their label and everything else do? Me personally, I would have to lawyer up and make sure the person that doxed 3 does jail time, because the way they doxed them is a felony. They publicly showed documents, including a birth certificate, posting it online without the original person's consent, which means it goes just past someone posting a phone number or something like that. If they would have just leaked the real name or the address, that's scummy and really bad and still doxing. But when you put a birth certificate or something with a social security number or anything like that, that's when it goes to a much higher level. That means it's going to have to go to something through the courts and probably jail, rightfully so. Why is that a problem? Because that means band members will have to go to court and have to make testimonies and explain everything under their real names and show their faces, explaining who they are to a judge and jury. They are not going to allow those members to wear their masks and identify as Vessel and 3 in the courtroom. It's going to get ugly. And to reiterate, 3 has completely deleted their accounts, rightfully so. I did not even look up the person's name. I have not seen the actual link to any type of birth certificate or home address. I don't want to know. And that's the thing. We shouldn't want to know. That's the whole part of the appeal of Sleep Token, the anonymity, different creations and characters in a band. This is a fictional lore. It's not meant to be taken brutally serious. And there's arguments about saying, oh, it couldn't have been a fan that did this. It must have been a troll. Oh, it must have been a diehard parasocial lunatic fan. It doesn't matter. The person's awful that did this. And it was a state of either desperation or delusion. No, it was a state of getting attention. Wanting to dox or wanting to find a secret identity is a part of getting attention, thinking you're clever, thinking you get something out of it. There's other examples of this. Go back to around 2016. At the time, bassist for Ghost, who was just joining the lineup live, was doxxed because she had rings on her fingers that she performed with. They linked her to her previous band, which was a Led Zeppelin cover band, and made sure everybody knew because everyone wanted to know the identity of each nameless school and Tobias Forge. Fast forward a few years, when Tortilla Man joined Slipknot Everyone wanted to know exactly who it was, where he came from, what he looked like. It made the news on Loudwire, Revolver of, oh, Tortilla Man finally unmasked. Does that change the music for you? Knowing any of that for those two people in Slipknot and Ghost change everything for you? Why would you think doxing 3 from Sleep Token would lead to something positive? And most likely they didn't think about that future forward at all. They didn't care. They just wanted to put the information out there to prove it. I hate 2024 in music. Bye. I don't hate the music, but yeah, 2024 has been odd so far. We're only halfway through January. It was also on Twitter just a couple hours ago that Sleep Token from the actual account posted direct link to Ascensionism. There's a line in there that I will not sing out loud, but I'll just say, "You make me wish I could disappear." Yeah. Again, the anonymity is always there, but sometimes I feel this is a direct line and you can understand what they're coming from right now. I want to speak now a little bit about parasocial relationships and how bad they can be. If you don't know what that is, you have a parasocial relationship when you're such a diehard fan of a character, a person, a personality, that you follow them way past being a fan. You truly think you are in their life. You are their best friend. You are their lover. You are their son and daughter or whatever. You truly are that close to them, and that you are somehow owed something as well. Your perfect identity is hand in hand with theirs. This happens for fictional characters. Harry Potter, Star Wars, Twilight back in the day. Yeah, everyone wanted to be Bella if you were a lady, and all the guys wanted to kill Edward and Jacob because they saw those Burger King commercials and got sick of them. Remember that? Team Edward and Team Jacob? I'm personally team work on your fries, they're bland and need salt. The problem though with doing that with fictional characters is you can still have a distance because those people are not real. No matter how much you love Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings or Star Wars, it's not real. Eventually reality hits you and you know you have to have that wall dividing your fandom to that fiction. Sleep Token is made of real people. They made a lore. They made something unique with their identities, their personalities. Vessel praising sleep, a fictitious deity. They have music in many different genres. They've toured, they've worked, they've created something truly unique in the heavy music realm. Fans have lost their mind. Those fans also now have to fight the anti-Sleep Token fans. What do I want to call them? The sleepless? They're Sleep Token fans and the sleepless. Maybe that works. The haters of Sleep Token are extremely vocal, not so much because they don't like the band, it's because Sleep Token's getting so much attention from fans and from publicity, from mainstream media, things like that. I can't say enough about how much of that ugliness is showing on social media and other platforms. Parasocial side of it is amped up because those diehard fans and the haters are trying to go past it and make something so big out of Sleep Token to the point where they're not people anymore when they are. Some of the diehard fans think they are owed the identities of Sleep Token. They think they are owed knowing their personal lives because they are so diehard into the lore, the music. They have their vinyl. They have photos from the live shows. They've seen many different live concerts. They have merch. They have all these other things. Sleep Token don't owe you anything. If you paid for their products, that's the end of that transaction. You can be a diehard fan, but they don't owe you anything else than what you've paid for and what they've given to you already. They probably anticipated their identities would be posted out there by accident or something associated with them leaking eventually. And there's going to be fans and there's going to be people in the comments saying, it's not that big of a deal. No one's going to come after this person with Sleep Token just to see their house or see where they live. Yeah, they will. There are people that are that sick. Heavy music has a name in Sleep Token that they can actually hoist up and say, look at all the great things this band is doing that hasn't been around for that long, and look at the unique entity they are. This should be something celebrated, not hunted down so we know more about them that they don't want us to know. No one has benefited from knowing an address or a birth certificate from one of the band members. Fans go too far sometimes, and that is very unfair to say that that's all Sleep Token fans when everyone knows it's not. This is one loser who went way too far. Yes, I'm calling that person a loser. They deserve it at this point. If you're posting the birth certificate and home address of someone in a band, whether you're a diehard fan with a parasocial problem or a troll, you're a loser. user, and you're probably going to jail now. For the most part, from what I've seen, has commented on the situation, addressed it as awful collectively, but not shared the information, not shared the birth certificate, the address, which is good. That's okay, and that I get. But if you're watching this and you hear this and you go to look up to see if you can find that birth certificate that's been posted, you're adding to the problem. You're becoming a big part of this that should not have happened at all. To whoever did it, and this regards to anyone watching as well who's ever thought about doing something like this, doxing anyone out of revenge, for trolling, whatever it might be. Is it going to be worth it? If that person is caught, they could do time. Was it worth it? Was it truly worth this? Are you really going to explain to the guy in the cell next to you saying, there's a band I know that wouldn't say who they were in real life, so I went online and posted their stuff. Dox that sucker. The parasocial side of it could be one thing. If it's a toxic fan or a troll who is trying to be malicious, it doesn't matter. The damage is done. 3's life is changed for quite a while now. The rest of the band, the touring crew, the label, they're gonna have a couple sleepless nights trying to figure this mess out. And rightfully so. And I also see this as a situation where Sleep Token have so many big things planned for 2024 that we know of. They probably have other things planned that we don't know of. That probably has to be paused before they can figure things out as well. Because if an investigation has to happen, yeah, you have to be careful with that stuff too. I think most of us in the chat, I haven't been able to catch up with all messages, have understandably said, we wish the best for 3, for Sleep Token, for everyone involved. It's real easy to talk about this, and it's also real easy to not look up his personal information. Don't! If you see people talking about looking up the personal information too, like you see that on Reddit, Twitter, Instagram posts, whatever it is, you said, I looked it up, it's something, like, if call them out on that too. Why did you look it up? If you're not the one that leaked it, why did you go trying to find it just to see that it existed also? No! We have to call out bad behavior like this when we see it. Remember when Sniper Wolf doxed Jack's films and said no one is gonna look it up? That's how those people sound. Oh yeah. It's absolutely depressing that I have to say any of this. Oh yeah, it is. And like I joked at the beginning, this will be an ongoing thing, because I'm confident this will not be the last time. It's okay that we don't know the identities, that's the point. We pay to hear their music and see them perform. That's what we should enjoy. It's okay that we don't know. That line from the tweeted song Ascensionism, you make me wish I could disappear. When stuff like this happens, can you blame a band for wanting to disappear? One person can ruin everything. That's a lesson you need to know in life. Nothing lasts forever is very definitely leading to something else, hopefully. But who knows? All I know is, and this is homework for everyone, if you see people talking about how, oh yeah, I looked up the documents that the leaker posted or the doxer posted, pretty awful that they did that, call them out too. Why are they looking it up as well? Take Me Back to Eden, a great album. You should check it out.